the intensity as they await the arrival of the Tennessee team here at Cleveland Stadium. Sense the intensity as they await the arrival of the Tennessee team here at Cleveland Stadium. Prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee. A special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Well, it'd help if I unmuted everything. I tell you what, I had a monitoring issue. I spent so much time getting ready. But anyway, what's up, YouTubes? What's up, Facebook? Y'all hear that? What is going on? What am I doing here? I've got to do something here. I don't know what I'm doing. Do y'all hear me repeating myself, or is that just on my end? If y'all could help me out. We're going to have a giveaway. Anybody want to get a let me do something here. I think I know what I'm doing wrong. Let's see. All right, there we go. I've turned that down. Good grief, I've got so many things going on in this computer. With all this technology, dang, you'd think it'd be a lot easier to do, but it's not easier to do. Golly. I need my grandyoungins here helping me out with this this computer program, because when you get my age, you just can't do all that techie stuff. But a lot of you young kids in here, y'all could probably handle this. I'm not good at tech stuff, but anyway, maybe it was just me hearing it. I don't know. But we got a lot to talk about. We got my buddy Couch Coach. He's on with us, and we're going to give away some Amazon gift cards for anybody that calls in and answers a Super Bowl trivia questions that Couch Coach has prepared. Couch Coach, how excited are you for this Super Bowl? I'm just not feeling it. I don't know. Is it just me? Am I the only one that's just not feeling the excitement and electricity? You're down there in a hot Atlanta. How are you feeling? What's the buzz going on down there? Well, we got the YouTube is full of people today. We got the chat going on YouTube. I can't see if we got anybody on Facebook, but if you call in, you need to tell me if you're with Facebook or YouTube, and I'll be sure to keep track of that. I've got some callers on hold. We're going to talk about the greatest Super Bowl ever, the greatest halftime show, the greatest national anthem, the worst. We're going to have a lot to talk about because, you know, everybody's talked about the game itself ad nauseum. Y'all don't need a truck driver to tell you that the Rams are going to win this game. I mean, and y'all have already had enough ESPN people telling you Patriots going to win. So I just have a feeling the Rams are going to win. Before I take some calls, Give me your pick. Your pick real quick, straight up. We'll talk about the bets later. Straight up, who's going to win the game, Couch Coach? You know, we were talking about this earlier. If it was really rigged, the Rams would win the game, because I think that benefits the NFL way more than the Patriots winning. But that's just me. But let's go to the phone calls. Our calls are always great. I tell you what, we got the best callers. And don't forget to tell me if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. I just started being able to simulcast stream on both at the same time. I still working out the bugs. I know Pigskin Pete, I saw he was in the house. I don't have the live chat up, but I saw he's in there earlier. We've learned a lot together. Me and Pigskin Pete, he's, I'm helping him do a call-in show over there on his channel. And we spent almost 2 hours fixing an audio problem. There's a lot that goes on with this, and I think he's starting to get it going. I watched some of his live show, but he was in the house a minute ago. I see. Let me do some shout-outs before I go. This is YouTube shout-outs, so if you're on Facebook, I can't see you right now. I'm going to figure out a way to see who's on Facebook. There may not be anybody on Facebook because I just started. We got Crying Ryan, Ryan Strick, Kansas City Chiefs fan, Dennis Wilson, Vodka Drinker. All y'all are always in here. I've got my regulars. I tell you what, I appreciate my regulars. Michael Tarleton. Me and Michael Tarleton's going fishing. He don't know this yet, but he's taking me fishing. He's kind of halfway promised to take me, and he doesn't know it. But I drive up near where he lives a lot. I'm going to take him up on it. I'm going to surprise him one day, Couch Coach, and just, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, knock on his door and say, let's go fishing. He's always posting fishing stuff on his Facebook page. Aaron Ross, he's in here. Y'all going to see a lot more of Aaron Ross. He's going to be a content provider for Roadshow Sports. I think he's on hold too. Matt G, TN Vol 09er, good to see you. TN Vol 09er, he's always in the house. Melissa Stallings, she said something about Ryan. Yeah, Melissa, Ryan's crazy. Don't listen to Ryan, whatever he says. I don't know what he said, but he's crazy. Vol General's in here. Pigskin Pete, SEC Dog, Killamime. Killamime's in here. I'm just trying to go back through. It's hard to check up on these live chats. But let's go to the lines. Let's see what we got here. Before I do, I don't know if anybody could even hear Couch Coach, but I had the ringer down. Let's see. Let me get my line up here. All right, we're going to go to Vol General. Vol General, what you got for Catfish and Couch Coach? Are you ready for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I'm ready for the Super Bowl. I saw a lot of people on Twitter and stuff, saying, I'm not excited for the Super Bowl this year. It's just the Patriots again. And I get where you're coming from with that. People are sick and tired of seeing the New England freaking Patriots in the Super Bowl every year. But I got a feeling they're going to get beat, just like last year. So obviously I'm going to be rooting for the Rams, and I really hope they win. And I'm looking forward to that. But about Tennessee, and we're going to Aggie Land to play Texas A&M tomorrow. Do you think Tennessee could have any problems with that going to a hostile environment with Texas A&M at night at 8 o'clock prime time on ESPN? Do you think Tennessee could have some problems with the Aggies tomorrow?
I think Tennessee could have problems with anybody, and this is why. When you're ranked number one, they're going to sell out no matter where they go. They're going to sell out. The crowd's going to be ready, and it's up to us to shut that stuff down early in the game. But yeah, I think we need a loss. I don't know about you Tennessee fans. I think we need a loss. We need a butt whooping before tournament time. We just need it. It's just good for you. You know, a good old-fashioned butt whooping is always good for you. And I think our Vols need one. And it'd be better if it was from some no-name team. But anyway, I've got the audio fixed. A lot of people said they couldn't hear Couch Coach. I had it turned down when all this stuff was going crazy on my computer. But I see my first Patreon member made a $4.99 super chat. Hey, Catfish crew. I hope all is well. I hope the little guy's doing well, Catfish. I'd be glad to send him some UGA gear. Well, he's a Tennessee fan through and through, and he can't get over, you know, all the other fans of other teams that watched the show and has said something to him about getting better. That just blows his mind. But here's a quick little update on Sam. He's at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. It's kicking his butt. That chemo is kicking his butt, but it's nothing that's not expected. Now, this was supposed to be the best. This has been the best week so far because he gets so sick and throws up and real sensitive to light. But anyway, I really appreciate all the prayers. I appreciate Shane Bentley. And Shane, because you're a Patreon member, I wasn't able to get it set up. But anybody that signs up for that Hail Mary level of Patreon, you get the hotline, the phone number named after you and your team, the Georgia Bulldog hotline. I couldn't get it set up today, but I will. I promise you that. But anyway, Vol General, I hate to get sidetracked, but what do you think about this game? This is more of a Super Bowl show, but we kind of talk about our Vols because our Vols Tennessee men's basketball team is kicking butt. What do you think?
Well, yeah, definitely. But first, I just wanted to tell you, you know, I'm praying for your son, Sam. He's going to beat. I have no doubt he's going to beat it. I'm keeping you on my prayers and thoughts. He's going to beat this. And about Tennessee, I don't think Tennessee is going to come out and beat this Texas A&M team by 20 or 30 points. I think they can. I think Tennessee is about 30 points better than Texas A&M, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Not with an 8 o'clock tip-off in a hostile environment on ESPN. I think the stage could get a little too big. I think Tennessee's going to win this game. I'm really hesitant to say this, but I think it's going to go a lot like the Memphis game did. You know, it'll look like it's close at times, but in reality, the opposing team really never had a shot. That's how I think it's going to go. Tennessee, number one team in the country, elite team. Everybody's going to give us your best shot. We've got a target on our back now. And I really think if we can get past Florida this coming week, we will be 23-1 going into Rupp Arena to play Kentucky, and I suspect they will be in the top 5. I think they'll be 2 or 3. And that's going to be an elite matchup, Tennessee and Kentucky. I think these two games with Kentucky and Rupp and in Thompson-Boling is going to determine who wins the SEC this year.
I was just thinking about this going down the road today. When do we play Kentucky? It's coming up soon. I think our 2 Kentucky games are like within a couple of weeks of each other. They're pretty close together. When's our Kentucky game? Do you got that handy, or do I need to look it up? Well, that's who I'm worried about.
I can get it for you.
That's who I'm worried about is the Kentucky, because Kentucky, they're going to get it back together. I promise you, they'll be ready come tournament time. Let's see. I'm looking it up too. I'm just not very tech savvy.
It'll be on
Go ahead.
Saturday, February 16th, when it will be. Saturday, February 16th, in Rep Arena.
All right, and then we got them at home March the 2nd. So that's like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you got anything about the Super Bowl or anything you wanted to give me a prediction? I mean, a real prediction. Do you think Patriots are going to win, or did I ask you already? I may have already asked you that.
I really want the Rams to win this game, and I have a feeling the Rams are going to win this game. But I made a promise to myself a couple years ago when the Patriots came back and beat Atlanta. I'm not going to pick against the Patriots until Tom Brady is retired. I got to go with the Patriots. That's my pick. I wouldn't be shocked if the Rams won there. Not at all.
Well, do you want to enter the Super Bowl trivia Amazon gift card giveaway? All you got to do is answer a trivia question. You can't lose anything. You want to try it?
Yeah, let's do it.
The rule is you can't Google it. You can't be looking at the live chat. But go ahead and ask him a question there, Couch Coach.
All right, the first one here. Can everybody hear me first off?
Yeah, we got you. I had you turned down and didn't mean to.
All right, cool. So, since this is kind of a college football channel, we'll start with this one. There are 3 coaches that have won a national championship in college and have won a Super Bowl. Name them.
That's tough. Like of all time, or?
No, just in the Super Bowl. There's 3 coaches that have won a Super Bowl and a national championship in college. Name them.
Okay, give me a second.
No Googling now.
They're Googling.
No, I'm not going to Google. I'm not going to cheat on you, Cal. I'm not going to cheat. So, that's hard.
I know one. I might have known 2 of them.
What's your one, Coach? Coach, I can't do it.
Let me try it.
All right.
Jimmy Johnson.
Go to answer it. Yep.
Let's see.
That's one. One did it very recently.
Oh. Like how recently?
Well, it's kind of. I'll go ahead and give you the answer. So Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer.
I was going to say Barry Switzer, but I couldn't remember.
Pete Carroll.
Yeah. Pete Carroll. That's it. All right.
Yeah. So Pete Carroll, but now that's kind of a trick one because people will say that Pete Carroll, he got his championships revoked, and Jimmy Johnson is the only coach to win a national championship as a player, won a national championship as a head coach, and then win a Super Bowl as a head coach.
Yeah.
Only player / coach on that. Yep.
All right, Vol General, we got a couple of them on hold. I appreciate you trying out. Maybe next time. I'm going to do these trivia questions throughout my show in this off season. I'm going to have just some goofy, off-the-wall, fun live shows coming up. I've got a lot of content providers going to help me. But anyway, thanks for calling in, buddy. I'm going to grab a call.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go to Aaron Ross. I knew he was on. What you got for Catfish Accounts, Coach Aaron, from Maryville, Tennessee?
The great city of Maryville, Tennessee. I'm still recovering from that debate I had on Facebook with Couch Coach over whether or not Tennessee can beat Georgia next year.
There was a debate,
and I wasn't involved. You'll beat Georgia in basketball.
It was on your basketball.
Yeah. I told him that he beat Georgia in basketball. I mean, I did say that, I think. So.
I think Tennessee.
Wait. We're going to beat them in football too. So don't let Couch Coach bully you on this show, Aaron. Go ahead, Aaron.
Anyways, I think that I think this Super Bowl is going to be fairly. I think it'll be a fairly good game, but it's between two teams that I don't really care about. One, I don't like the Patriots. To me, the Patriots are the Alabama of the NFL, and I don't know, I just don't like them, but I think they're going to win. And the Rams, I just don't care about the Rams.
Yep, I hear you, man. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm only watching it because of, I want to see, Todd Gurley and Sony Michel perform well. I mean, I don't really have a huge stake in the game one way or the other. But it would be nice to see the Rams win it. I mean, but I just don't know if you can. Again, it just comes back to are the Patriots going to lose 2 Super Bowls in a row? I mean, maybe, but that's just kind of hard for me to fathom.
Let me ask you a question.
I look
Aaron.
at the Patriots.
Let me ask you a question. You're a youngster, so you probably don't remember as many Super Bowls. I remember Super Bowl IX, so that's just telling you how old I am. But what's your favorite halftime show? We were talking about this for the show, so I don't know. Mine was Aerosmith. I believe it was against the Ravens. I believe it was the Ravens and Giants for Aerosmith. I really like that one. I like Prince in 2006. But I want to know what your favorite halftime show was.
I would probably, goodness gracious. I'm still waiting for the day that they get George Strait or Hank Williams Jr. to line the Super Bowl halftime show, but I don't think that's going to ever happen. So I would probably have to go with, goodness. I'm not sure.
What's your favorite couch
I'm not
coach?
sure. I think.
What's your favorite couch coach?
I think Bruno Mars did good not too long ago.
Yeah, the Bruno Mars one was actually really good. I was talking about that, the one that was in New York or whatever. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Michael Jackson 92-93 season when in Pasadena, where he basically turned his head 2 or 3 times and got the people fired up. And I think the guy really kind of set the bar for the halftime shows. Everyone has their own opinion about Mike, as a musician or personally, but the guy flat up owned that show. And it was just such a, Michael Jackson, California, the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl that year. It was all just kind of a perfect storm there, so I'd have to say Michael Jackson won.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Aaron.
I was going to say that. I think Bruno Mars was probably the best one that I've seen lately. They all feel very, at least in the last several years, they all feel very repetitive, whether it's, Katy Perry or whoever, they all feel the same,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah.
I guess maybe it's because it's all the same genre of music.
Well, yeah, and I think for me, the Bruno Mars one, why I was so surprised by that one was I kind of went into it with the mentality of, oh, this is going to suck. I hate Bruno Mars. Don't really like his music, right? And the guy went out there and just started playing a set of drums, and then he just was dancing around. He was really singing instead of like some pre-recorded thing. I was really impressed, and I knew that the Red Hot Chili Peppers were with him, but I was like, I didn't think he needed the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think he could have did it himself, and it would have been perfect, So, and the fact that it was outside and it was cold too. That's another thing, So, yeah, I say that was a good one for me anyway.
Yeah.
Who's doing the halftime?
One of my favorite Super Bowls.
Who's doing the halftime this year?
I think it's Maroon 5.
Maroon 5, yeah.
All right.
One of my favorite Super Bowls that I've seen, though, is the one between the Harbaughs, with the Niners and the Ravens. That was a game that I thought that the Ravens were going to walk away, and they were kicking tail in the first, mainly until the power went out,
Yeah.
And then afterwards, the Niners decided to wake up a little bit.
Yeah, that was a weird one there. Then again, that was kind of like how could a a multi-gazillion-dollar building lose power. That was just kind of crazy. But, that was a really good game. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, that game came down to the last couple minutes or the last drives or something of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So that was a good. I mean, most of the Patriot games are really good. The ones at the Super Bowls they've been in. I mean, I think every single one of them have come down to like a, less than a touchdown each time. So,
as much as I hate the Patriots, it was rather impressive to watch them come back and win against Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that one. That was one of the worst nights ever.
Yeah, let's talk about that, Aaron. Aaron, would you vote that as the biggest choke in all of sports history?
Well,
game?
I tell you, yes.
I don't know, man. I've seen some crazy chokes. I mean, we got it since I brought up something that pains you, Couch Coach. I'll bring up something that pains me, and the game a couple of years ago that we played against Oklahoma when we went up, I think 17-0 on Oklahoma and lost in overtime.
Yeah,
that was a rough one to watch.
No, that didn't even come close to this one. Yeah, that was one of. I tell you, Georgia teams specialize. Like every team chokes at some level, but like Georgia teams specialize in it. I mean, imagine the Seahawks game where they see that interception on the goal line. Now imagine stretching that out over the course of like 3 quarters and overtime, and you would have the Atlanta, Patriots game. So yeah, I was fully prepared to when we went up 28-3 to tear up the town, and instead, I mean, it was one of the most somber feelings. I can't even talk about it really. But anyway, so that's Atlanta, that's Georgia, right? Bridesmaids International. So anyway,
I think Kirby tried to one-up the Falcons during the SEC championship this year.
Well, Mr. Smart's got about 2 years to do something that his predecessor couldn't do, or he's not going to be there very long. Because if he keeps doing dumb things like that, he's got to understand that he is not he doesn't have the nice guy Christian good card that Mark Richt had. So he better put it together pretty fast. And if he thinks he can blow Sugar Bowls and have his team feel like they can't show up for Sugar Bowls, he better think again. So that's just my little speech on that.
Yeah, I mean, people got to remember that Georgia fired Mark Richt for actually doing a good job, just not good enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's do a Super Bowl trivia. You pretty good at Super Bowl trivia. Before we go, I see my boy Dennis Wilson talking about the '84 Super Bowl. We were talking about that in the show prep. I remember watching that game and thinking Marino, they didn't win, but I said Marino, he'll be back, and he never showed back up. It's so hard to get there. But you ready for a trivia question? Get him a hard one.
I hope it's easier than that last one.
No, give him a hard one. Now, dig deep in your bag, our Couch Coach.
Yep.
And get him a good one.
I got one.
This is for a $25 Amazon gift card now. This ain't no rinky-dink gift. If you get this right, you'll get a gift card for $25. Go ahead.
All right.
Hit with it.
So there are 4 coaches that have taken 2 different teams to the Super Bowl. Name them.
4 coaches who have taken 2 teams.
2 different teams to the Super Bowl. Yep.
Okay. Oh goodness. That is a tough one. Man, I would like to get at least one of them. I know that. You know what?
All right, you got. Give me one of them. Just name one of them. I think I know them, but I don't know.
I mean, John Fox didn't do it. I don't think.
Nope.
Actually, yeah, John Fox is one.
He is one?
Oh, did he?
Oh, that's
Yep,
right.
actually,
Carolina.
That's actually
Carolina.
and that's 5.
Carolina,
and actually,
yeah.
I was wrong. There's actually 5 coaches, but yes, he's one of the 5. That's one of them. Yep.
Was Noel one of them?
Nope.
Shula, Reeves. Who else?
Shula. Actually, I was wrong again. There's 6 of them. Okay, so yeah, here we go. So yep, you got Shula, you got Dan Reeves, you got Dick Vermeil, you have Mike Holmgren, and then you have Bill Parcells.
All right, we're going to do this. That's too hard.
That was kind of a bad question. But.
Give him another one. I want somebody to win because Ryan Strick's calling in next, and
okay,
we know he ain't going to answer it right. So I need a winner.
Yeah,
give me one he can answer.
Yeah, I'll give him another one. Okay, what was the last LA team to win a Super Bowl?
The last LA team to like the year? You want the year?
Yep.
LA
year,
football team to win a Super Bowl.
Name and year.
Yep.
That would be son of a gun. I know this. I do know this.
Yes, you do.
My brother and I were just talking about this the other day. It was I want to say, was it 2000?
Nope.
No?
Negative.
Okay. Maybe I don't know this.
Gives up. Tell him.
Okay, it was the Los Angeles Raiders, Super Bowl 18. They were the last LA team to win the Super Bowl. And actually, before that, they were in Oakland and won 2 Super Bowls, and they came to LA in 1981, and they won a Super Bowl in LA 1983-84 season. That's the last time an LA football team has won a Super Bowl.
Wow.
Been a while. All right, Aaron, I appreciate it.
Been a while, dude.
I got to grab another call or two before I hit the road, but appreciate it. Everybody, Aaron's going to start making me some content pretty soon, so be looking for him to help out the Roadshow Sports. But anyway, appreciate it, buddy. Let's see. Let's get
Thanks.
Let's get the Super Bowl bound Kansas City Chiefs. What do you think about your team being in the Super Bowl there, Ryan? Oh, wait a minute. Are they in the Super Bowl? Who's playing?
That's cold.
They had that game
That's
won.
cold. No, they didn't. They had it lost and then came back.
Yeah. Coin flip.
That's cold, Cat. Yeah. That's cold.
Well, it's cold where I'm
more
at.
excited.
How cold is it there?
It's decently cold. I'm more excited to watch Patrick Mahomes win MVP than Brady win another Super Bowl.
Is he going to win the MVP?
I don't. Yes. If he doesn't, they shouldn't give out the award.
Well, you're not biased.
I mean, you're talking 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, second greatest season of a quarterback ever, next to
Go ahead, say it.
Peyton Manning, the greatest quarterback of all time, went to Tennessee and then.
What do you think about the Super Bowl? Who's going to win?
Yeah. I want the Rams, but I don't see Belichick and Brady losing 2 Super Bowls back to back. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I kind of feel you on that. I mean, and that's the thing too. I mean, it's like anytime an Alabama or a New England team plays, it's like you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's just, I mean, like you can't ever get mad that they're favored. It's just kind of one of these. Well, you expect them to win, and then every once in a while they get blown out. But how cool would it be to see Alabama get blown out in the same year that New England Patriots get blown out in the Super Bowl? Because that's something that has not happened yet. And see the Patriots get thumped with Tom Brady as the quarterback is something that has not happened. So it would be interesting to see, I think. But anyway.
Do you want to do a trivia question? Let's talk about some of those prop bets. What are some of the craziest prop bets? I sent you that article. Do you have it in front of you? Or do you remember any of them?
Yeah, well, I remember there's one of them that was like how long Gladys Knight's going to sing, the national anthem or something like that. I mean, it's all sorts of just kind of nutty stuff that people can bet on. Who wins the coin toss, what's the total point spread for the game, but also a total.
Oh,
the Chiefs win.
Drop your house on New England. No, drop your house. New England wins that coin toss. That's the only way they beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, still salty. Trust me. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the team Illuminati finds a way to pull it out, right? So.
Mm-hmm. Coin flip gate.
I want somebody to win this gift card before I go. Give Crying Ryan. Not too easy. Now I don't want him just to walk away from it. I want him to think about it. No Googling. If I find out you Googled this, I'm coming to Knoxville.
Give me a little easy one because my team hasn't been to a Super Bowl since Super Bowl IV. So give me a little bit of an easy one.
Yeah, I'll give you an easy one. I think it's an easy one. All right. So this is the third Super Bowl that has been in Atlanta. All right. So name me the other two Super Bowls and name me the teams that were in those two Super Bowls.
Oh, geez. That is difficult. See, I want to say the first year that the Mercedes-Benz Stadium came out because I feel like that would just be a perfect time to, but I don't remember the year.
Well, I'll save the hats on that one. This is the first one that's been in the Benz. The other two were in the Dome.
Okay. I could
actually don't worry about telling me the Super Bowl. Just give me the teams. Just give me the teams that were in it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna so naturally I should say the Patriots just because I have like a 1 in 2 chance to get it right.
Nope.
No. Okay. Nope. I can just go through all the teams.
I remember the tackle they had on with 6 seconds left. McNair threw the pass across the middle, and all they just.
Is that where he tried to stretch it out?
Yeah.
That
was one of them.
Who was in that one?
Titans.
Yep. Who was in that one?
Who else?
It was Titans and.
You know it.
Titans.
Packers?
No.
Oh, come on, man. One of the teams already in there. All right, it's the Rams and the Titans. These Tennessee Vols fans should be screaming right now.
But I tell my team hasn't been to a Super Bowl since Super Bowl IV. I don't watch Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay, what's the other one? The first one that was in Atlanta. What's the other one? I'll give you a hint. It was also in the 90s.
It was also in the 90s. Who dominated the 90s?
Emmitt Smith
was Emmitt Smith.
Okay.
The 80s or 90s. I'm thinking 90s. I'm going with Cowboys.
Cowboys. Okay. Who they play?
And who did they play? They played.
Come on, you know this.
Okay, who was a good AFC team that the Cowboys would beat the greatest running back of all time, who came out of the University of Florida?
Come on, you know this.
I just have to. The 90s.
Come on.
The 90s.
Come on. You got 10 seconds.
I naturally want to say the Steelers because they have a lot of rings, but I don't think that's right.
Nope.
Let's give him a hint. Give him a hint. They've been there a bunch of times. It seemed like they played every year.
Yeah.
A bunch. They play every year in the Super Bowl?
So the Cowboys are one team. What's the other one?
Maybe was that when the Bills went to like 7 Super Bowls in a row and lost them all?
Cowboys and the Bills. There you go.
Like 4 Super. I have a trivia question for you about the Super Bowl. You won't win a gift card, but see if you can get it right. Okay,
Yep.
So with a minimum of 1 Super Bowl appearance, which team has gone the most days without seeing another Super Bowl appearance?
The most days without seeing another Super Bowl appearance?
Mm-hmm.
I would say that would be the Jets.
Yes. I was really hoping that you would say the Chiefs just to mock me, but you're right. It's the Jets.
You're right. The Chiefs are next one. But yeah,
the Chiefs are the second. Yeah. 17,000 days. Oh.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you.
All right.
I'm going to send you, instead of a gift card, I'm going to. Did your brother ended up choosing University of Kentucky?
He still wants one. It's still in his top 3.
Well, we'll just wait until we'll just wait. Is he a Kentucky fan?
No, it's just that that's one of his top 3 college choices.
Well, we'll wait. I'll send you a gift card. I've got your address somewhere.
Okay. No, you can still send me the Gator one that you owe me from when Florida beat Florida State. I still remember that.
What you talking about, Willis? I thought I sent you
You
one.
made a bet with me.
I did?
No, I only still have one.
I don't remember that bet.
You bet that if Florida beat Florida State, then you'd send me one, and that was the one I wanted to trade for the Kentucky one, and then you told me unless Tennessee sweeps Kentucky, then you're not sending a Kentucky one.
That's right. Well, see,
that sounds like me.
My memory isn't too good. All right, Ryan, I appreciate it. Okay. I want to go ahead and end this show. You got anything else?
Belichick and Tom Brady better retire at the same time to end an era, or else they're missing the greatest opportunity in sports history.
Well, that's a good thing to end on. And Catfish, I have a question for you. This is a trivia for you.
All right.
And you're going to know one of these guys already. There's at least 4 players that have retired with a Super Bowl win. At least 4. Give me 2. You know one off the bat. I can tell you right now.
Peyton Manning.
If you don't get
Peyton Manning is an easy one. Give me another one.
It wasn't Joe Montana because he played for the Chiefs after that. Let's see.
Nope.
Let me go back. Let me go back through. There was somebody here fairly recently that did it.
Yep.
I might know one.
Hold on.
Which one?
Hold on.
Okay.
Catfish is Googling.
No, I'm not. I'm sitting here thinking.
I was thinking Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis is one?
It's not quarterbacks. It's any player. Yeah, Ray Lewis. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Did Ed Reed retire with a Ray Lewis? I don't remember.
Who?
Ed Reed.
Ed Reed. Yep.
I'm a genius. Why can't you give me this one?
The bus. The bus. Did the bus retire, or did he play another year? I think. Did he play another year after that?
Yep. I have him. I have John Elway.
Yep. Elway.
And then I also have Michael Strahan. So that's actually 5. See, I messed you guys up a little bit. But Michael Strahan retired, and as a coach, Bill Walsh retired with the Super Bowl win. So, yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, Ryan. I'm going to get on off here. Me and Couch Coach going to wrap this up. And I really appreciate y'all calling in. Now, Ryan, you might have to remind me about this gift card because I'll forget. But you can send me an email, and I'll get it out to you when I can. I'm going to let that one slide. Okay. I'm going to let you win one. I'm nice. All right, buddy. All right.
I mean, I answered half the Couch Coach's last question for you. So.
Yeah, that's true. All right, buddy. All right, Couch Coach. A lot of people didn't get to hear your breakdown of the game. I think you were muted. So who are we going with? What's the point spread? Has it moved? It was 2.5 the last I heard. Has it moved off of that?
It stayed 2.5, and I think both sides have been analyzed to infinity. I'm going to play this like I played the national title game. I'm going to take the Rams on the line, but maybe Patriots straight up. That way I'll win on something. But no, I think I just it's hard to, again, it's just hard for me to fathom the Patriots losing back-to-back Super Bowls. But, I keep hearing about the Patriots with, the fact that it's been very close. And I think if the Rams do win, if the Rams hit that spread, the thing is this game kind of reminds me a lot of that Seattle and Denver game where it was like at 3. And I was like, okay, I'll take Seattle here, but I'm not really sure. But I think maybe, Denver might win the game. And Seattle ended up winning in a blowout. So I think, and this is just me, I think if the Rams do win, I think they're going to blow the Patriots out of the water. But if the Patriots win, I think it will be a fairly close game. That's just my gut reaction. I think if the Patriots get down by like 14 points or 17 points, I think that Ram defensive front is absolutely going to pin their ears back at them, and it could be hard. So from a business standpoint, again, if we're going to say the NFL's rigged, it does make a lot of sense for an LA team to win it. But again, if we don't think the NFL's rigged, then we have to say that the Patriots, it's just hard to fathom Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and that nucleus losing 2 back-to-back Super Bowls. So I'm going to go Rams on the line, Patriots straight up. How about that?
I'm going to go Rams both ways, straight up and on the line.
Okay.
Listen. I've got the Rams winning by 6.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think
that could happen.
I think they're going to do it. I could see Tom Brady making a drive and get sacked, and Rams win the game. That's the way I see it going.
Yeah, and would it be the perfect story, right? Georgia boy comes home, wins the Super Bowl. LA wins their first Super Bowl in 35 years or whatever. Todd Gurley, right? Georgia players going at it. So there's a lot of kind of stories there. But yeah, I think that's not a bad way to go.
All right, before we go, which Georgia running back has the better game?
I'm going to go Sony on that one. I think that because I have just concerns about Todd's knee. There's some real concerns about him being held out in that AFC championship or NFC championship game, and it looks like he tweaked something with his leg. I think he was hurt. Now, I hope it's not anything crazier than that, but I do have some, reservations about that. And if Todd's still kind of banged up in this game, then forget about it. I mean, the Patriots are going to roll, but there are some concerns with that there. But otherwise, I just think Sony's had the better postseason, so I have to go with Sony until proven otherwise.
All right, who has the better game, Tom Brady or Jared Goff?
It's just hard to pick against Tom Brady against anybody.
Statistically.
Jared, I don't understand how anyone can statistically.
Yeah.
Well, if we're going with the Rams, I'd have to say Jared Goff. Yeah. But that's just ridiculous to even think or say, I feel. But
yeah. Well, anyway, before we get out of here, I know it takes a little while. What do y'all think about my new layout? It took me a long time to make this layout. I've got one for basketball. I've got one for football. I've got several of them that I'm working on. And again, guys, I see PPNC's in the house. Buddy, it sure is good to see you. I seen your comment praying for my boy, and all of y'all sending up prayers for Sam. He might even be watching. I'm not sure. But I appreciate it. He really loved that BVD shaved his head. There's a couple of others that are going to shave their head for Sam and put it on video. I really, really appreciate that. So anyway, guys, this is my second show on both Facebook and YouTube. And I'm getting better at it. There's a lot more to do when you do a show on both platforms. There's a lot more in the background to do. So I'm getting better at learning how to do all these things. I had a little glitch there at the beginning, but we're getting it figured out. I really appreciate y'all sticking with me. I'm going to come up with some crazy ideas for the off season. Going to keep my live shows open. I've got several content providers that are going to help me make content, pre-recorded content for my show. So if anybody's out there that wants to get a start on YouTube and want to provide me with some content, hey, email me at volunteerroadshow@gmail.com, and we'll talk about it. I've got Mr. Dugas down there in Louisiana. He's going to do some LSU stuff. We got, of course, Couch Coach. Pigskin Pete's going to be doing a weekly content for me. He had a great top 25 preseason video the other day for me. So anybody wants to do that, hit me up on email. But anyway, thanks Facebook, thanks YouTube, thanks everybody. Appreciate it, Couch Coach. Y'all know what's coming next. Thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. The Tennessee men's basketball team is going to the Final Four, and the Rams are beating the Patriots. I promise you that.